Been a while since I put these boots on, and there's a bit of web in them, so I think I'm going to have to beat the bottoms out. Thinking good. Getting bitten as I put my hand in. I've got these gel insoles in them because you're on your feet for ages. And it's a bit tiring. I want to wear these because they got the higher ankle, and I'm going to need the support on the slope of the hill because I'm going to work on the fence today. That old boot tapping out process is kind of necessary, especially when you do see spider webs inside them. Funnel webs have been known to crawl into people's boots at night time. I've had a couple of funnel webs around this place, just little ones. Redbacks are also known to get into boots. Have not seen any redbacks around this place at all. From a neighbour at Mum's house, he put his food into one of his work boots and got bitten on the foot by a redback. Got really sick, taken to the hospital. So it just becomes a habit. Beat out the boots, or any shoes really, before you put them on, especially if they're in like a downstairs area like this in the laundry, which isn't all sealed off yet. Digging is going. So. It's very hard clay, and keep hitting sandstone too, so this thing won't drill through it. And post hole shovel doesn't want to break through the sandstone. Trying to go 600 mil down. I think I'm at about 5. It's about 550 here, but the ground drops really suddenly right at the hole. It's about 450 at the side where the fence is going to be running. So, a little bit deeper, I think. Panel number 1 in. Both posts concreted. I have to clean that front off in the morning. All staked up, so that's pulling it this way. Well, that's giving it a little bit of pressure back. That one's pulling this one this way, so that they're all they're plumb in both directions. So that means that the next one will be able to follow through. Next post I think is going to be a bugger because it's going to be right there. And then they quickly go steep down the hill. Front corner of the block, first panel. That's where the side fence used to come up to. Been a few days since we've done this. First day we missed out on Saturday because it was so windy. And Sunday and yesterday I was doing stuff in the yard, like the stuff under the stairs and then the fence yesterday. We just said, have to get them out today. And this morning I felt too beat up from just that one panel of the fence because of how hard the ground was. I wasn't doing anything. And then we just said, yeah, take the boys out. It's like mid-afternoon now. Have our walk, a little bit of exercise. I'll try continuing on the fence tomorrow. Still got to go to the scrapyard. I didn't go yesterday. I thought about going today. But when I tried getting up and went, oh my God, I feel so sore. Maybe I'll try and do that tomorrow morning. I want to do it in the morning. Otherwise just end up wasting the day. Some of you may remember me mentioning my reaction channel months back. I mentioned it again because it has passed this channel in the number of subscribers and is slowly approaching the 1,000 mark. In terms of reaction channels, I don't follow a lot myself. There's only a couple that I regularly watch. Charismatic Voices one. Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Now, the funny thing with that one is, when I first started watching his, I had no clue who he was. I realised he was in a band, and Old Man Brain, I can't think of the name of the band now, but their big single was, I Believe in a Thing Called Love, with this really high-pitched voice. That's the only song I'd ever heard of theirs. I want to look more into it. There's a couple of others that I would follow because they were reacting to bands that I know, and I wanted to see what they thought of it. In a lot of cases, the stuff that I end up reacting to is stuff that's been recommended to me by people who are fans of those bands who want to know what I think of them. The reason I started my reaction channel was to try and get back into listening to more music, because I became one of those people who just listened to the same old bands and the same albums over and over and over and over. I never sort of ventured out. I became very reluctant to listen to radio because the stuff that they were playing I thought was shit. There's one reaction channel that I started watching a bit more of, and I only discovered them early this year. Two Aussie blokes, which was another reason I started watching them. Wasn't the reason I started watching them, I didn't know where they were from, but as soon as I watched them, they sound Australian. It's called The Breakdown. Nathan and Johnny. They're both from Sydney, so somewhere nearby. I'm just on the far west of Sydney. They've introduced me to some heavier bands that I'm getting into, some heavy metal bands, metalcore, and I don't know all the different types. But their channel, I find it really good. And the banter between those two, it's funny. It's two mates. They joke together. They occasionally take the piss out of each other. That's entertaining to me, I guess.